Hello, welcome to this video course. In this video, you'll learn how to use LinkedIn to find targeted clients. Before we start, let's take a look at the breakdown of what you'll be learning in this module. I'll be teaching you how to use the 3 functions of LinkedIn to gain targeted clients. You'll learn how to use the connections tier to develop engagement. Then, utilizing introductions, you'll put yourself out there in the deep end of potential clients. You'll also learn how to utilize advanced search to gain more leads. So how can you develop engagement with potential clients on LinkedIn? You can use the Add Connections function. Click on the My Network tab and click Connections. Then click on Add Connections. When you reach the next page, simply key in your email address and LinkedIn will automatically suggest your profile to related users. By using the Connections tier system, you can even get in contact with people that you're not directly connected to. First connections are the people who are directly connected to you, while the second connections are people who are directly connected to them. And of course, the third tier connections or third connections are those directly connected to your second connections. This tier of connections allows you to invite people to connect with you if they're the second connections. You can also request to connect with third connections depending on their privacy settings. So the system effectively enables you to connect with almost anyone that you might want to get in touch with to have serious business conversations. And the more first connections you have, the more easily you can connect with others. Here are 3 tips to improve your LinkedIn connections. Send them messages on a weekly basis. This is the most straightforward way to connect with your people on LinkedIn. It's personal and engaging because it reaches that person directly. Start off with a simple introduction and make sure you include something that sparks a common interest with that person to increase the likelihood of them participating in a conversation. Other than that, you can ask them for an expertise request. This way, you can build a connection where it's based on how that person's expertise can aid you, and you could potentially offer them some help as well. A connection built on intellectual ground and professional favors can be a very strong starting point. From there, you can expand your interaction and connect with them on other social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram. Check out our other modules on using Facebook, Instagram, and other social media platforms for more info. Next up is utilizing introductions. When you don't seem to be connecting with a prospect even after using the previously mentioned techniques, the best thing is to send them an InMail. InMail is a function that allows you to send a private message to anyone on LinkedIn, regardless of whether you're connected to them or not. It's like sending a cold email or sending a private message to someone you're not friends with on Facebook. So here's where you can introduce yourself via InMail. Inquire for your needs or propose your offer to engage with prospects. You can also search through recommendations to find more prospects. Search for people who have just given or received a recommendation, because you'd stand a better chance to succeed in an introduction to people like them. Many have been said to have higher success in approaching people as such because of the ongoing positive association that was made earlier. In simpler words, when people are feeling positive in promoting others, they are more open and welcoming to accept your invitation. Lastly, utilizing advanced search to search for high converting leads. Advanced search is one of the most useful and effective functions of LinkedIn. It allows you to search LinkedIn for anyone on a vast amount of criteria, even if you don't know exactly who to expect to turn up in the search. Utilize the many criteria boxes LinkedIn provides you and narrow down your search in reaching the most ideal clients you want to engage with. Look for the advanced button right beside your search text box right here, and you'll be looking at an array of criteria you can use to narrow down your search. Here are 5 strategies to help you further customize your search to reach targeted prospects. Generalizing your search. If you're looking for your targeted contacts based on the company they work for, apply maximum focus on the title and industry fields to find your prospects. Narrowing your search. Apply heavy use on the keywords fields to narrow your search results when you need to reach people within a specific niche of an industry. Targeting specific individuals. Use primarily the company or keywords field plus the title field to help you find specific individuals in your targeted companies or industries. Helping your product or service sell itself. Searching for the customers of your clients can get those people interested about your product or service. This is a marketing strategy called the pull marketing. Pull marketing gets your clients' customers demanding for your service, which in result will gain you sales from your client. Reaching out through service professionals. Search for consultants who are hired by your prospects by using the title and industry fields, or by choosing consultants, contractors, from the interested in drop-down list. Because LinkedIn might help you discover a shared connection or bond between you and these consultants, you can ask those consultants for help in reaching your prospects. Well, we've reached the end of this module. You've learned how to use LinkedIn to search for targeted clients. Head on to our next module to learn more about growing your connections bigger using LinkedIn. Hello, welcome to this video course. In this video, you'll learn how to grow vast business connections. Before we start, let's take a look at the simple breakdown of what you'll be learning. I'll be guiding you through using LinkedIn groups to expand your network. You'll learn what a LinkedIn group is, why you should use it, how to join, how to identify a good group, and what to do after joining it. First of all, what is a LinkedIn group? LinkedIn groups consist of a pool of people with certain things in common. For example, location, expertise, industry, special skills, interests, and more. By correctly utilizing these groups, you widen your network effectively on a great scale. Joining relevant and useful LinkedIn groups will be your most essential tool for driving high converting leads. However, many do the common mistake of joining specific groups that are only related to their industry or expertise. Yes, it's probably the first thing that comes to your mind to join a group related to what your business is selling. However, this is not where you'll find your ideal clients. Rather, may I put it this way? You won't make the cut because the groups will be full of your peers and competitors. So unless you're outstandingly above your peers and competitors, it's best to survey and research closely on the groups you're planning to join. Aim for groups that have more demand than supply. That way you'll stand a better chance to gain interest from the group members. So, how do you join a LinkedIn group anyway? To find groups, go to the search bar up here in your homepage. Hover over the icon that has 3 lines, select groups from the drop-down box. Then you can type in your keywords in the search bar to find your ideal group to engage with. You need to narrow down your search by adding a keyword that's relevant to your target market. If you're networking with business owners, simply add the word business or entrepreneurs. It'll help targeting your search to add a more ideal pool of prospects. So, how do you identify what is a good LinkedIn group? There's regular discussion going on. This goes to show that the group members are active and engaged. There will be potential clients in there because there's demand. The quality of discussions. Are the discussions in the group spam-like and not systematic, or is it full of discussions with useful content? This will help you identify if the group members are potential clients or not, as well as aiding you in researching what's in demand and if you can offer your expertise to engage with them. The most popular job function in the group is your target market. For example, you want to see business as the main function in the group statistics if you're targeting business owners. This should serve as an indication of a quality group when you search for a group to join. So, what should you do to expand your network after you've joined a good LinkedIn group? Once you join a new group, reach out to the group admin and ask, what would you like to see more of in your group? Here are some questions you can ask the group admin and try to offer the group. For example, is there anything you can share to the group that can offer value to the group members? This action is a good approach that will display you as a beneficial addition to the group as you appear to be active in involvement. In the long run, some group admins will likely let you share a good deal of your content in their group. It's also important to spend at least a week just going through reading and commenting on other people's threads. This will help you build connections with your ideal prospects. In discovery of potential clients, you should also be making connection requests and sending them in-mail, etc. Well, that's all for this module. The learnings of this module should help you gain larger and better business connections. You can refer to the previous module on ways to engage with targeted clients and apply on your effort to reach out for more connections through joining groups. I'll see you in the next one. Hello, welcome to this video course. In this video, you'll learn how to establish your LinkedIn profile as an authority figure. Before we start, let's take a look at the breakdown of what you'll be learning. I'll be giving you the best tips on how to impress others on LinkedIn with a professional photo on your profile. Then I'll guide you how to make an eye-catching headline to secure prospects, as well as building a strong profile with power achievements, links to your work, and recommendations. These steps will increase your appeal and boost your credibility to your targeted audience. Your LinkedIn profile is essentially an online resume. It's a platform where you project your professional self. It's a widely agreed fact that recruiters generally skip profiles that don't have a photo on them. Why? Because a profile without a photo displays no identity and it lacks credibility. In a study conducted by The Ladders, an eye-tracking heat map shows that the first thing that catches people's eyes is your profile photo. People generally spend 19% of their total visit time looking at your photo. LinkedIn also stated that profiles in LinkedIn search results with photos are 7 times more likely to be clicked on than those without photos. It's important, obviously, to include a photo of yourself on your LinkedIn profile. So how do you make sure your profile photo really impresses? Here are 4 great tips contributed by various researchers and from professional recruiters and LinkedIn users. First off, Choose a photo that looks like you in real life. The internet can be deceptive sometimes, and nobody likes being shown something only to find out later that it's not what was initially perceived or what they expected. In person, you have less than 7 seconds to create a positive first impression. But that's normally done through a handshake, eye contact, the way you dress, how you carry yourself, and your energy. Online, though, that window of opportunity is cut short. It's just 3 seconds or even less. In this short time, the other person forms an opinion about you based on your profile picture and the accompanying info that's presented to them. They'll evaluate you and form a perception as to whether or not they can trust you. They'll even decide whether or not you're friendly or if you're approachable, maybe even what kind of personality you have. This first impression is very important, and it'll help lay down the first layer of your credibility as a professional. So you need to make sure that you're making the right expression in your photo. Avoid making a straight face or a dull face. You might be wondering, is it appropriate to smile in a professional photo? Well, the answer is yes. A pleasant smile has been proven to stimulate positive feelings in new acquaintances and increase engagement as it portrays approachability. Dress as if you're going to work. Make sure what you wear depicts you in a manner that's appropriate for your field or your profession. Here's another quick tip for photography and standing out. Avoid wearing white colored tops, as they make you look washed out or unnoticed among all the other profiles in search results. Use colors like black or blue or even orange. They're more soothing and inviting. Next up, I'll be teaching you about the most ideal position for your face in the photo. To draw focused attention, position your face at the center of the frame. Make sure that your face takes up at least 60% of the dimensions within the frame, as it's the ideal dimension that ensures maximum direct focus of the eyes on your face within the frame. Lastly, keep a clean and tidy background. This will avoid unnecessary distractions and keep the viewer's eyes focused on your face. The best color for your background would be white or light blue, because it gives a sense of clarity and professionalism. Now let's look at your headline. In LinkedIn, your profile headline is what defines you. It's who you are. That's what you do. And of course, a short and clear description of yourself. Here are 3 important principles of what you must include in your headline if you want to stand out. First up, explain who you are. What's your profession and what position you're currently holding? Then write down who you can help to solve problems. That is to say, who needs your assistance professionally. Lastly, explain how you can help them and how you add value to what they already normally see in professionals like you. Here's an example of what a good LinkedIn headline looks like. Notice how the headline includes the 3 principles we just talked about? This is how your headline should look. Let's head on to your summary field in the profile. Here's where you fill in your abilities, profession, and achievements to tell people what you're capable of and why they should engage with you. Write down your various job functions and make sure they're all solutions-oriented. For example, I'm a professional recruiter and I've recruited 10 valuable employees that increased the company's sales by 10% within a month. Follow the structure of description when you list down your job functions and prepare an introduction paragraph for each experience item you list on your profile. You can also add media files like videos to further explain your achievements. This is a great way to increase interest and trust in you, as media files are generally more intriguing. The last step to strengthening your LinkedIn profile is by adding links and recommendations. Make use of the 3 URLs you're allowed on your profile and link to it. You should include links in your profile which lead viewers to relevant sites that showcase your work. For example, if you have a work-related blog or online portfolio, insert the link in your profile. This will further display your ability and professionalism to your prospects, and they'll be able to see for sure what you're capable of and know exactly how you can help them solve their problems. Recommendations, of course, are another great tool you can use to prove your professional claims and your value. Get your ex or current coworkers or supervisor to write about how well you work and what the great achievements are that you've accomplished around them. This creates concrete proof to support your claims on your profile. Well, these are the essential components needed to establish your LinkedIn profile as an authority figure. Follow these steps and you'll create a strong profile that can kickstart your journey to successful and fulfilling engagements on LinkedIn. But we're not done yet. Join me in the next module to learn even more.